Hey everybody, this is E from E's Workout Channel. Today I'm going to talk about the UFC. And just, you know what, before I even get started, first let me say hi to everybody. I hope everybody's having, a wonderful, productive day. But I think I'm going to start changing the type of videos I do on the channel. I noticed that my workout videos don't get a lot of views, so I'm probably going to get away from the workout videos. I have a supplement video that has actually gotten the most views of any other video by far, the video I did on olive leaf extract. So I may start doing more videos about supplements. I may do a few videos about anime. I'm a big anime fan. And I'm probably going to do a few UFC videos. And I might even throw in some stuff about the universe or, the earth or, Egypt, the pyramids, stuff like, different things that have to do with, different things going on with our minds, our enlightenment, and, things along, things of that nature. I'm probably going to stay away from religion. I'm probably going to stay away from politics. But anyway, today's video is going to be about the UFC and specifically the fight between Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker. If you got to see that fight, that was one hell of a fight. I mean, they battled back and forth for 5 rounds. I thought Dan Hooker won the first 2 rounds. They were close, but I thought he edged them out, and I thought Poirier edged out the last 3 rounds. And just in case anybody doesn't know, let me tell you here. Let E tell you that Dustin Poirier is the second best heavyweight in the the second best lightweight in the lightweight division. Khabib is the champ. He's the undisputed champ. He's the best. He's number 1. I honestly don't see anybody beating him, and that includes Justin Gaethje. They have a fight coming up later this year, and to be honest, I just don't think he can bring anything to the table that beats Khabib. I don't think anybody can beat Khabib right now. He's just that good. But if you want to know who the second best is in the division, it's definitely Dustin Poirier. He doesn't get the credit he deserves, but I don't see anybody other than Khabib beating Dustin in the lightweight division. He's just really that good. I mean, this guy's boxing is the best boxing, hands down. And there are some good strikers, but he's just so accurate with his striking. Man, it's hard to stand up to that. I mean, you got to have a truly rock-solid chin, and Dan Hooker, definitely had that rock-solid chin. And, while I'm giving a lot of props to Dustin, which he deserves, I got to give some props to Dan Hooker, too, because he was right there. He was in there that whole fight. I mean, that guy's a monster. I mean, he's a beast, and it's going to be hard to beat him. And if I give props to Dan Hooker, I have to give props to Paul Felder, who, when Dan Hooker fought Paul Felder in his last fight. And I actually thought Paul Felder won that fight. Even though Dan Hooker got the decision, I thought Paul edged that fight out. But, Dustin Poirier is the second best. But Paul Felder is definitely top 10, maybe top 5 material. And so is Paul Felder. These guys, both of these guys need to be getting top fights at this point. They don't really need to be fighting anybody, just trying to make a name for themselves. So I guess what I'm going to do next is talk about who both Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker should fight next. For me, Dustin Poirier's next fight should be against... In fact, before I say his name, let me talk about a guy that people are saying that Dustin Poirier should fight, and that's Tony Ferguson. And my thoughts on Dustin Poirier fighting Tony Ferguson is I think Dustin Poirier would mangle Tony Ferguson worse than Justin Gaethje did to him. And it's nothing against Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, but, styles make fights. And Tony Ferguson defense just isn't very good. And Dustin Poirier is a very heavy, accurate, precision striker. And I just think that would be a bad matchup. So the fighter I want to see Dustin Poirier fight, the fight that they really need to make happen, the fight that he deserves, is the rematch against Conor McGregor. That's the only guy, honestly, I see giving Dustin some problems, because Conor McGregor's striking is very accurate as well, and he hits like a truck. So that, to me, that is the best fight to make for Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor. Honestly, I mean, if Conor McGregor really is retired and he doesn't want to fight anymore, then okay, I could see, the only person really left for Dustin to fight would be Tony Ferguson, because he's beating everybody else in the division. None of these guys can hang with Dustin. I mean, it just is what it is. With the exception of Khabib, is, what happened when they fought. So the fighter I want to see Dustin fight the most is definitely Conor McGregor. I think that's the fight to make. That would be fight of the year. That would be an awesome stand-up. Man, I don't know who has the best boxing skills between those two, but that would be a really, really good fight. And I really hope and pray that somebody, I don't even know who the matchmaker is at this point, but I hope somebody realizes that that's the fight to make in the lightweight division. I think Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier is probably the best fight in the lightweight division. Well, at least one of them. One of the top. And now for Dan Hooker, who I would like to see him fight. I would like to see Dan Hooker fight Charles Oliveira do Bronx. That's who I would like to see him fight. I think that would be very interesting for both of those fighters, since now Dan Hooker is coming off a loss. Charles Oliveira, I think, has like 7 or 8 wins straight, something crazy, all like submissions. So that would be a very, very telling fight, and it would kind of determine which one of those guys really. Well, Dan Hooker's already secured his spot in the top of the lightweight division, but if Charles Oliveira was able to beat him, then that would show that these wins are legit. That win streak he's on is legit. Just because you're on a win streak, sometimes I know a lot of these fighters think, "Oh, I'm on a win streak, I deserve the world." But it don't always work like that, because if your win streak doesn't include top 5, top 7 fighters, it really don't matter, to be honest. You could be on a 30 fight win streak, but if it's all top 20, top 15 fighters, that really doesn't get you that closer to a title shot. Well, sometimes it will, but not necessarily, especially if the division is stacked like it is in the lightweight division. But the thing is, between Khabib and Dustin both, they've beaten almost everybody in the whole entire lightweight division. So, for those two, it's a little different. But anyway, yeah, so, man, I would love to see Dustin Poirier fight Conor McGregor, and I would love to see Dan Hooker fight Charles Oliveira. I think, Oliveira is a beast, and Hooker is a beast. It's a contrast in styles, whereas Hooker is primarily a striker, a real powerful, hard-hitting striker. And Oliveira is more of a grappler. So, it'll be interesting, because I don't know if Oliveira can withstand that power. And Dan Hooker might be hard to get to the ground. But, man, it's hard to sleep on Charles Oliveira, looking at the way he's done it over his last however many wins he's gotten. I think it's like 8 fight win streak, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's pretty much all I really have to say for this video. I may do another UFC video, or I may just switch it over to anime. And if y'all want me to make any videos, like when it comes to health, I pretty much know, I know a lot about health, whether it's working out, whether it's supplements, whether it's diet, metabolism. I know a lot. So I can make any video, regarding any of those subjects as well. So, hit me up, let me know, tell me in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe for this video. And everybody, y'all be safe and peace.